Another big day of primaries, including here in Illinois. Plus, new details on the Kansas train derailment. We now know 2 of the passengers were from Galesburg.
WHBF is local for you. This is Local 4 News this morning.
Good morning and thanks for watching Local 4 News this morning. I'm Emily Scarlett. Illinois voters will cast their ballots today in the state primary, but the outcome right now is anyone's guess. The latest polls show close numbers in both the Democratic and Republican races. A CBS News poll shows Donald Trump leading with 38% support. That's 4 points more than Ted Cruz at 34%. John Kasich follows in third at 16%. Then there's Marco Rubio at 11%. For the Democrats, the same poll gives Bernie Sanders a narrow lead over Hillary Clinton. His 48% is 2 points more than Clinton. Voters in 4 other states will also head to the polls today for their primary elections. The outcome could put Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump closer to victory. Don Champion has the latest from Florida.
Bernie Sanders riled up supporters late last night in Chicago, urging them to take him to victory.
Let us see this great state help lead the country into a political revolution.
Hoping to slow Hillary Clinton's momentum, Sanders is looking for upsets in Illinois, Ohio, and Missouri today. But the Vermont senator faces an uphill battle in the delegate-rich states of Florida and North Carolina, where Clinton holds a sizable lead.
I am asking for your support. I would be honored to receive it.
Millions of votes have already been cast here in the winner-take-all state of Florida, where on the Republican side, Donald Trump leads Marco Rubio 2-1 in polls. A Trump win here will likely spell the end for Rubio's campaign.
We have to vote tomorrow. Don't stay home. Make sure no one stays home.
And thrust the billionaire candidate closer to locking up the Republican nomination.
He won't clinch, but he'll have a commanding lead in delegates and be in a commanding position to get the rest that he needs.
Kasich cannot make America great again. Can't do it.
In the winner-take-all state of Ohio, Trump is neck and neck with John Kasich, the popular governor.
Give me a vote so I can continue to run for president of the United States.
In Missouri, Ted Cruz is fighting Trump for delegates. And in Illinois, the latest CBS News Battleground Tracker poll has Cruz within striking distance. Don Champion, CBS News, Miami.
Polls here in Illinois opened just a few minutes ago at 6 this morning and will stay open until 7 tonight. For more information about polling locations and what you need to bring, head to our website, ourquadcities.com. The Davenport School Board voted last night to accept bids to sell the former Lincoln Elementary School building. The school closed its doors 4 years ago. Since then, the district has been renting out the space, but that hasn't been enough to cover the building's expenses. It costs the district about $60,000 each year to keep it open. The building also needs about $150,000 in upgrades. That's money board members say the district does not have.
It's just one of those things that doesn't look like it makes a lot of sense for the district to continue to own something like that just for community purposes when it's losing money.
The district will have to cut more than $5 million from next year's budget in order for it to be balanced. That budget has to be approved by April 15th. Chicago police are investigating this morning after 3 of their own were shot overnight. The shooting happened just before 10 last night on the city's west side. A police department spokesperson says the officers were investigating possible drug activity when the suspect opened fire. He says one of the officers fired back, killing the suspect. The officer's injuries are not considered life-threatening. An investigation is underway in Kansas to try and determine what caused an Amtrak train to derail on Monday. The train was carrying a couple from Galesburg. They're safe and uninjured, but that's not the case for everyone. The train was heading to Chicago from Los Angeles when it jumped the tracks west of Wichita. Nearly 30 passengers were hurt, 2 critically. The remaining passengers are expected to be heading home by bus.
Wedding receptions and quinceañeras, so we've had that many people in the building before, but never on an emergency basis.
The train was traveling at about 75 miles per hour when the engineer reportedly noticed a deformity on the rail and pulled the brakes. Local authorities are checking whether a vehicle crash may have damaged the track before the accident. Warning signs to look out for deer while driving are not anything new, but a new version on display in northern Iowa is causing a bit of controversy. The unusual deer crossing warning popped up on Highway 105 in Mitchell County. The sign that reads "Suicidal Deer" is generating some talk around town.
Suicide, that makes it look like a joke. And I myself have never had anyone close to me decide to take their own life, but I've had a lot of friends and other people who have, and I know it's a very sensitive subject, and I think that's kind of a mockery.
The Mitchell County Board of Supervisors approved the sign. Similar ones have been seen in central Illinois. And it's time to dust off your clubs. The warm weather has prompted 2 Rock Island golf courses to open early. Highland Springs and Salke golf courses are opening today. You can play an 18-hole round at either course starting at 8 this morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Anthony Peoples on this Tuesday morning. Depending on what time you're wanting to go out and play some golf, I know you say some folks have already seen some storms and rain this morning, right?
Yeah, off to our southwest, parts of southeastern Iowa are already seeing those storms as we speak right now, and all of us will be seeing them again this afternoon and evening.
So they are heading our way then, Anthony?
Yes, early this morning we're looking off to the southwest on our sky cam, and I'm just waiting to see some lightning off to the southwest because we do have some storms over near Washington and Kelowna and down toward Fairfield. So right now, looking over there, not seeing the lightning that close to the Quad Cities just yet. Right now we have 50 degrees in Moline, east winds at 9, Davenport also at 50, but winds are a little bit higher. Here's our precision Doppler radar, and you can see the Quad Cities right here in the middle of your screen, but notice these bright oranges and reds down across southeastern Iowa and a lot of yellows. Let's zoom into this and we'll show you just to the west of Johnson County. You see over near Williamsburg and North English. We're seeing some heavy showers and rumbles of thunder there, but most of the activity right now is taking place near the Fairfield area. It's already moved through there rather quickly because we showed you in the 5 o'clock hour moving toward and over Fairfield. Right now it's heading toward Mount Pleasant up to Brighton and Washington and Kelowna. You're going to be getting in on this too. Burlington, you'll be seeing some showers and storms also. Here's the last 6 hours, and those quickly moved out of southwestern Iowa and northern Missouri, and now racing off to the northeast. So first you'll get maybe a few sprinkles and some heavy downpours, thunder and lightning. Right now heading toward Mount Pleasant. After that it'll be Washington, Kelowna, heading up toward Wapello and Burlington just in time for the morning commute and for kids to head off to school. Temperatures right around the 50-degree mark. Then once this gets through, we will see a warm and muggy afternoon before the next round comes in along that cold front. And that is the round after reaching 70 degrees that we could see those strong to severe storms. The best chance for that will fall between the hours of 3 and 9 o'clock. First to the west of us across eastern Iowa, then in the metro area. So the biggest threat will be damaging winds and large hail, but we can't rule out tornadoes, especially across Illinois. So Illinois voters, excuse me, watch the skies as you're heading off to your polling place. And I would probably say if you get a chance to do it before late this afternoon.
All right, great tip. Thank you, Anthony. It's the 6th annual Caregivers Conference. Details on this year's event with our live guest right after the break.
Stay with us. The time now is 6:09. You're watching Local 4 News this morning.
WHBF is local for you with Emily Scarlett and meteorologist Anthony Peoples. This is Local 4 News this morning in high definition.